Hey, what is up guys? Today I'm going to be reviewing the new Apple TV. I'm going to be talking about it. I'm going to be talking about all the different changes from the third generation Apple TV to the new one. Now, I am going to be quite biased because, well, I've always reviewed Apple stuff. I review stylish stuff. Apple has always had sleek stuff and I've loved them ever since they came out. So, I will be quite biased. Keep that in mind while you watch this video. I also will be using the Elgato HD60, which is 60 frames per second, to be recording both the Apple TV 3rd generation and the new Apple TV. This will just be able to show you guys HD footage of what you guys will be seeing if you guys purchase the new Apple TV. Now, let's jump right on into this video. Hey guys! So, I will be reviewing that new Apple TV. Now, I would like to say that I am quite disappointed with Apple. Now, when it first came out online, I did purchase it the day of, and then 2 days later they came out with it in stores. I purchased it online so I could review it for you guys first, but they came out in stores before it even shipped to my house. So, I'm a little disappointed about that, but I came, I think, 3 days after it was out in stores, so it wasn't too bad. I'm recording this about a week after it came out, I think exactly actually. And so, a little drawback, but I mean, let's just jump right on in. So right here, it did come in pretty nice packaging. I'm very happy. I did get the 32 gigabyte because the only reason to get a 64 gigabyte in this is if you are going to be downloading a bunch of apps. Now the new things about this Apple TV is you got Siri, you also have App Store, so that you will be able to be downloading apps straight from developers, or if you're a developer like me, you can develop apps for the Apple TV. Now, I will be waiting for a jailbreak for this because anything with an App Store deserves a jailbreak. So right here we can already tell the differences between these Apple TV. We know that this one will be nicer and bigger because it comes in a much nicer box, but it is pretty big. So, right here, let's open up the top real quick. Now, one thing Apple always does is they always provide very, very nice, high quality stuff. Let's look inside the box. Now, from first appearances, we do see two things. We see the Apple TV itself, and we do see the controller. Now, this controller is much different from the old controller. It has a touch screen, which is matte. The rest of it is glossy. You got the Siri button. You also have home button, you have a menu, and then you have the pause and play and volume up and volume down that you had in the other. Right here we do have the cable. This cable is slightly different from the old cable, but I believe the old cable will work also with it. Let me check real quick. I do have the 3rd generation Apple TV right here. So yes, this is the exact same connection point. So you will be able to use the old cable, but I would recommend the new cable because Apple always comes out with higher end, higher built stuff, so it won't break as easily. So let's pull up this tab real quick and look at what they got. So right here we do have the Let's Get Started Apple TV. Just talks about it. I never read this stuff because I like trial and error. Right here you got the Apple stickers. Classic comes with all Apple products. Right here, wow. They wrap this much nicer than they wrap any other cord that I've seen Apple wrap. Now this lightning cord is used to charge this remote, even though you do have a 6 or I think it's 3-month battery life of occasional use. 6 month of occasional, 3 month of high end use. So that's all that's inside the box. Now let's look at the comparison between these two Apple TVs. So first, let's just start off with the comparison of the specs. The price, well, it's well worth the $150 to buy a new one. The next three, Siri, App Store, and third-party controllers are only available for the new Apple TV. Now, I already went over the remotes, but you can pause the video and view in depth what all these have. Now, the new Apple TV does support Apple Music, which is very cool. Now, let's talk about the height real quick. It is 0.5 inches taller
but all the rest is the same. Sadly, we do have the same video output, and people were hoping for 4K, but we didn't get that. Now for the new chip, we did get an A8, which sadly it's not the A9, but this is a huge upgrade from the A5. Now we do have the exact same networking, but this is state of the art. Now we do see all the ports and the stuff that's inside the box, but I already showed you guys that.
Now guys, this Apple TV is a little bit taller than the old one. Now most people think that this is because there is so much more built into this Apple TV that they do need so much more room for a fan and for ventilation. This is the Apple TV right here. They do have the exact same tops to them. It's very nice. They didn't change much about the sizing besides for how tall it is. Now right here we do have a pull tab, and it says the exact same thing as the old one does. It has the copyright information, you have the Apple symbol, and that's it. Now right here on the back, I'll pull off this little tab to reveal the back. We do have your Ethernet port. We got HDMI. We have USB. It's a USB-C, but this is only for if you need to bring it into the store. You can't really do anything on it. Now I do think that what we will be able to do is jailbreak with this, so I will be super happy with that port. Now right here we do have the same Apple port, and one thing they did do with this new Apple TV is they got rid of the optical audio. Now personally I never used optical audio before, so I'm not too disappointed about that. But that is a change from the back. So guys, we do have the new Apple TV right here. We're working on it right now. It's over there on that screen. Let's transfer over to that screen. I just grabbed my phone, and what you have to do is you have to go to General if you want to set up with this device. So you go to Bluetooth, let's click Setup with this device, and you'll enable it, then hold the device close to the Apple TV. Now right here we do have a screen that says Setup Apple TV. I'm going to hit yes. Now it is scanning the network, so we don't have to type in everything manually. It will connect to the right network. It will set up all your preferences on your Apple TV. Now guys, this is a very new feature. They didn't used to have this on the old Apple TV, and I'm actually really happy about it. I mean, it makes setup very quick. It makes it set up straight with your phone. Right here, you do have your Apple TV password for your Apple ID. So let's type that in right now. And right there, it is saying setting up. Because I just did type the password in on my phone. And once it sets up, then you'll have everything ready. So it just asked if it wanted to remember the password. I said yes, and I also clicked send Apple information to Apple. Let's enable location services for now. We do want to use Siri. And we do want to see the world. So we will download that. We do want to send stuff to Apple because I love Apple and I love helping them out. Share with app developers. We will agree to terms and conditions. Agree. Just the simple stuff, and after this loads up, I believe we will be ready to go with our Apple TV. So guys, it just did finish setting up with the Apple TV. I do have all these different applications. You got photos, you got music, you got App Store, which we can go to in a second. You got your settings, you got your computers, and you got your search. Right now, let's just check out the Siri function. So one thing you do have to do is you have to hold it down while you talk. So let's try that one more time. Hey, search the show Mr. Robot. Now that did come up very quickly. Now Mr. Robot is an amazing show, and it does have it on iTunes apparently. Now you do have your different shows. So that's pretty cool. Now right now, what we are going to do, we're going to go back. So we're just going to hit the home screen button. And I am going to download Netflix. And we'll download that real quick. So right now I will go back over and download my last app, YouTube. Now YouTube is a required app because, well, I'm a YouTuber. So guys, make sure while we are downloading this app that you guys do go subscribe to this channel, like the video, and tell me what else I should do. Okay, now that it has downloaded, let's go to the main menu. And we do have our main apps. So right here we have YouTube and Netflix, where we can sign in. Now this is surprisingly really fast. So guys, right now I am going to test the Siri for this. I just finished signing into my Netflix account, so we'll see how it works with Netflix and Siri, because it is supposed to search over the entire library of Netflix, Hulu, and any other show or service that has the show. So we'll see how this works. Siri, search up Supernatural. So right now it did just pop up with the screen. You have your Supernatural. You can go across all the different things. So right here, let's click through here. Then you will be able to see all the different ways you could watch it. So let's let it load up real quick. You got Hulu, you got all 11 seasons, you got iTunes, you got Netflix, and that pretty much sums up Apple TV. Let's try it one more time with the show I showed you guys earlier, Mr. Robot. Mr. Robot. So right there, it just jumps straight to the TV show. Let's let it load up real quick. And right here, you can still buy it. Now, because this show is relatively new, they do not have it for Hulu or Netflix. So, once it does come out for those shows, I will be watching it right away. Now guys, I can watch one of these right now, but because these are copyrighted, I can't watch them on video. So guys, hope you enjoyed this overview of this Apple TV. Now guys, this is a huge update. They updated it completely, made it look a lot more like the iOS 7 update they updated a long time ago, where it's all lighter colors and it looks more professional. You got a ton of new features like the Touch ID, not Touch ID, Touch Sensor, plus the menu, different buttons on the remote, plus if you're playing games you can also use this as a gyroscope and a toggle. Right here you do have your Siri, and the Siri is phenomenal, very well made. I would suggest this to you guys, 5 out of 5 stars. Go get it yourself. If you guys like the video, subscribe, like it, and I'll see you guys next time.